What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. Alright, so on Monday, I did not do a Raw review. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of like Primetime in this regard, that it's been hard to do Raw reviews, okay? Because the show sucks so bad. And it's painful. But this past Monday, they did something that literally a lot of people, even on social media, even not inside the company, was just not fond with. And that was they broke up one of the best, if not the best part of Monday Night Raw during the whole COVID era. And that was the stable, the Hurt Business. Now, y'all know I came on here every week. I'm a big fan of Hurt Business, of all the things and everything they accomplished. And yes, it's okay to like a group because they're black guys. And I'm like, yeah, I want to acknowledge my black excellence, stuff like that. I'm not trying to turn it into a race thing, but it's true. Representation matters. And I'm saying it ain't got to be no hood rap group, and it ain't got to be no rap group, and they ain't got to be no angry militant heels neither. They were just about the business, and that's what got it over. And these four guys did tremendous work, and this thing was even online. People say this could be the next evolution. Because they had literally everybody. Bobby and Shelton and MVP are the older guys. They're all in their 40s, mid-40s. Cedric is the younger guy. And I'm like, you could really have the, because the whole evolution set up, especially with Bobby won the championship. MVP is the past, Bobby's the present, and then you can have, and then Cedric be the future, and show anchor in there somewhere, and everything was going good. And they was really putting it behind them because they had all the belts. Literally on Raw, they had all the belts for the majority of about 8-9 months. Because after Bobby switched from the United States Championship to the WWE Championship, they still had the WWE Championship and then the Tag Team Championships. And then all of a sudden, they teased the dissension, and all of a sudden they killed it. Just like that. Everything they worked for, and people didn't like it. And I'm talking about, it was a lot, there was people out there that was putting on social media about how they did not feel like they did not like how they just got rid of the Hurt Business like that. And Batista even came out and said, yeah, you want to know what's stupid? Is kind of getting rid of the Hurt Business. And a lot of people say, look, it's not really that big of a deal, but y'all got to understand something, that this was something that was adored by a lot of people. But they killed it before it got a chance to get started, because this shows that WWE has lost its way of how to book a good story. Let me ask you, when Triple H was the champion, he didn't turn. What made Triple H turn on Evolution is when Randy got too big for his britches. Because Randy was the future, and he said, I'm the present, and I'm not ready for my time to be up yet. And they kicked Randy Orton out. But Evolution was still a thing. And Evolution lasted from, what was it, the end of 2003 to 2005, I believe. So, it said that Vince McMahon was the one to split the group. It was made solely by him. Bobby Lashley put a tweet out, or was on Instagram, I believe it was, that said, sometimes you have to fight for the things that are important to you. When I made my return to at WWE, I told myself I will be WWE champion one day, and I'm willing to fight for it. Nothing in life is certain, and sometimes you can't control the outcome of things, but there were a couple things I could control. I could control the work I put in and the attitude I had while doing it. My attitude has always been positive, and my drive has always been second to none. This night is easily one of the greatest nights of my life. I fucking did it. I can't even put into words what this title means to me. I'm still numb, yet filled with so much emotion right now. I have so many people I want to thank personally, and for all of you who believed in me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hard work and persistence does pay off, but I'm not done yet. I was born for this. I'm a warrior, and I'm ready to stand and fight any and everyone who wants to come after this title. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back to the grind, so I can make this title run legendary. I am hashtag the Hurt Business. I'm your new WWE champion. Now, he posted that with the prayer hands and black fists and everything like that, and then it comes out that says that MVP and Bobby Lashley were very vocal about the disagreement about the split of Hurt Business, because that doesn't do any good for anybody, because once again it just throws Shelton and Cedric back to nothing to do, like because they had nothing to do before, and you got them on TV, but it gives them nothing more to do. And Vince McMahon was set in his choice, and he was even more adamant about the split. And I felt as though, like, now, once again, even though Vince don't like tag teams or whatever the case may be, what is the purpose? They booked this man so well, everybody got on their side, and he is so wanting to make this heel and face thing work at WrestleMania that he destroys something good, and he doesn't understand how people relate to this shit.
I think that's the reason.
I mean, it is the reason, because they want you. But I'm saying he wants us to hate Bobby because he, in the storyline, broke up the Hurt Business. But who are we all really mad at here? It's WWE.
Yes, we are mad at WWE.
But I'm saying, so in other words, we are misdirecting our anger. It's not getting good heat. We're misdirecting the anger. Where Vince probably thinks that we're all mad at Bobby, like he's now a heel, and now he can finally be a heel. And then on top of all that shit, I was pissed when this happened on Monday, but on top of all that shit, at the end of Raw, to put more salt on the wound, they had Baron Corbin.
Hey, I felt like Vince did that with a maniacal look on his face.
He had
like,
to.
This gonna definitely make them hate Bobby now,
because he kicks out Shelton and Cedric, and then all of a sudden to help take out McIntyre, which once again 2 weeks ago Bobby didn't need no help from nobody, and he takes them out, and King Corbin comes in to help him out. I literally threw the remote because it was stupid. It was completely stupid. For what reason? This does nothing for nobody. That's why I said they don't want that title to stay on Bobby, because why would you build a chicken shit heel at Mania? The man got a new entrance. He got the almighty. This man was treated like a god. Literally a god. And to the point where, and then the story of the breakup don't even make no sense neither, because the Hurt Business knew that Bobby could take care of himself, so they never came out there and helped him. But all of a sudden, now they want to beat up Sheamus. He gets mad at them for intervening, but yet gets mad at them for not taking out McIntyre. How does this make sense?
It's lazy writing.
It's lazy fucking writing.
I mean, it's WWE. What writing?
You're right about that, but you can't book something good and say we'll give them credit for it, and when they book something bad, be like, well, it's WWE. Because they got the potential. They know what they want to do. But I swear, when it comes to the stuff that they got going on right now, because see, now, it's like, so now, Bobby loses the title, right? What now? It didn't help nobody. So Bobby loses the title.
This is going to be a Vince thing. I'm telling you, this is going to be a Vince thing where the next week they're just going to be like, I'm sorry, dog. The title got the best of me. Oh, you good. Oh, you back in the group. It's gonna be one of those stupid things to
It
where
probably,
it's like,
it's a possibility. It could be a stupid thing. But once again, you didn't need to book it that way. They was literally on fire. People was buying the shit. The Hurt Business stuff was going up. I'm like, everybody was getting on.
We got a whole song called The Hurt Business, and MVP is on the remix.
Who made the song?
That's how lit it was. Westside Gun.
Oh my God.
Is Westside Gun is him and Smoke DZA and somebody else, and then they got MVP on the remix, and he actually killed it. His verse wasn't bad.
Once again, the popularity was growing because it wasn't. We finally had a group of black men that wasn't angry like the nation was. Right. That
it wasn't. Hold on, wasn't angry like the nation was. Wasn't no offense, shucking and jiving like New Day in earlier times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a legit tag team. Clean cut suits. Show you how to dress real quick. Show you how to kick some ass real quick.
It was all about business. And it was like that was what the build of the Hurt Business was about. And I was like, this got potential to go a long way. The New Day, and look, as much as I said, I cheer for my people. The New Day had been together for what was it, 2014, 7 years. In that 7 years, Big E got a singles run going on now. Kofi had the WWE Championship. They're 11 or 12 time tag team champions. They have multiple memorable moments. Everybody is a Hall of Famer on that squad. And once again, the New Day got over because they got to do their shit. All right? Because Vince was like, okay, and they sold major merchandise. And that's what kept them together. And I'm like, so why wouldn't you want the same thing? Why wouldn't you want the same thing? You could have easily...
It worked for the Undisputed Era. I don't see why it couldn't work for them.
Seriously. And Undisputed Era has been together for 4 years also. I'm not saying that Hurt Business had to go run and be the forever group. Stables are made. They go out for their run. And then they break up. That's what happens. Because first of all, like I said, three of these guys are in their mid-40s. And honestly, eventually I'm like, you build this group up so Cedric can become a bigger star out of this because he's the younger guy. And then you can do another follow-up Hurt Business 2.0 and have Cedric lead it. That's how you pass the torch on. Because how did that work? Let's think back to Evolution. And then when Evolution helped elevate Randy Orton, what happened? We had Legacy. Y'all remember Legacy?
I remember Legacy.
So Randy Orton, all that came from, we're going to build him up, and then he ended up having his own stable. That's how it's supposed to work. And they didn't, and it just pisses me off that they didn't even give this a chance to breathe. They killed it truly before it got started. And I'm like, why would you do that to one of the best parts of the whole pandemic show? Nobody, like, you told me yourself, Q-Flow, that you didn't even like watching them crowdless shows. And then MVP comes back and does something magnificent, which it's the same shit he did in Impact, but it was underrated then. And he comes back and they build this group, and they bring Shelton on TV, and he's been signed back for what, 4 years now, and nobody has seen him. And Cedric was literally treading water because he was doing nothing.
Losing every week.
Doing nothing. And they finally gave these guys something to do. And now look, they're at WrestleMania, and look what they're doing. Battle Royal for Andre the Giant. And nobody gives a shit about it anymore. That shit has died when it got started, when Hogan did it in the first place. And then, so when Bobby loses, once again, it's nothing. Everything went to shit. Y'all got these guys that's floating around doing nothing because Drew McIntyre gets his belt back, and y'all making Bobby look like the chicken shit. Why? This man took down Braun by himself. Don't need no help. But see, the problem is the Hurt Business knows that. But then they made him look stupid by coming out and helping Sheamus talk about some, yo, we do all this together. Like, no, that's not how y'all conduct business in the past. So why all of a sudden we doing this new shit now? I'm going to pass the mic over to you, Q Flow, to be able to, give your grievances on the reason why. Because I'm sorry, I don't know, I'm taking the mic too long. But go ahead.
Oh no, you good. You pretty much hit the nail on the head too. This is definitely the result of lazy writing. This what happens when you it's an experiment that went right and you wasn't ready for it and you should have been prepared for it. Like, I don't understand how y'all don't have a plan. Like, all right, this is what we're gonna do if it works. This is what we're gonna do if it don't work. Like, y'all write for the night. Y'all don't write for the future, and that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? There was no reason to break this team up. Like as quickly as y'all did. Like, this team, has it even been a year?
It has not been. I don't think it's been a full year.
No, they haven't even had a full circle. Like, they ain't even traveled the sun. Like, excuse me. They didn't even see a year yet. You know what I'm saying? We got these random stables that's seen longer than that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, y'all they cleared out Retribution. Bobby destroyed 2 people at a main event at what pay-per-view was that? Fastlane? No. Yeah. Elimination Chamber. When he had the handicap match.
Oh no, it was the triple threat match. You talking when he lost the United States Championship?
No, I'm talking about when he beat up The Miz and Jesus Christ, what is his name? John Morrison.
Oh, I think that was on an episode of Raw.
Okay. Well, still, yeah, he destroyed. Oh yeah, no, you were right. When he lost the US title. That was Riddle and whoever.
Morrison.
Yeah, he looked, but he still looked powerful, beating them up. Came back, destroyed your world champion, and then got the title. Like, you don't do that. He did all that in 2 nights. You don't do that in 2 nights and then go to WrestleMania looking like this. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. It's stupid. And again, it's just like, y'all know me, man. I'll take it there. Like, why can't we have a serious black team go far? We seen Undisputed Era carry all the belts. We seen how that worked. It was amazing. Why couldn't we have one? You know what I'm saying? Even if it was, I mean, obviously it's not a race issue, but still, like, it's just like y'all, they were at least, Undisputed Era was at least able to last more than a year before their fallout. Why couldn't the Hurt Business do that? Y'all didn't even give them a chance. Like, we're just now about to have a crowd. Y'all didn't even give them a chance to work in front of a crowd.
Exactly.
It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. It is what it is. But that's it, though, man. I'm keeping calm because it's late and the missus is sleeping. I ain't trying to yell. So
typical.
That's it.
Typical WWE fashion. I'm telling y'all, next week after WrestleMania, they're gonna be like, "All right, so we good? Yeah, we good." It's gonna be that stupid.
He's gonna get his rematch and win on the Raw after Mania?
No, not the rematch. I'm talking about for them like this. They join back together. It's gonna be something stupid like that. So, so we good now? Yeah, we good, Bobby. I'm sorry. All right, cool. And then they gonna be back together. It's like they're not even gonna explain nothing.
But let me ask you, Prime, because like I said, I know this is what you expect from WWE. I know you're not surprised by it, but don't you feel something when they do something good and then they like ruin it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm just numb to it. It's like, cause it's like I feel like they do it all the time. They do something good, they get you all riled up, get you all hyped, and then the moment you're like, all right, good, it's just taken away, or it's just something stupid happens. I feel like it's that all the time.
It happens a lot of times in wrestling. I know, but it's like, if they did something like that, even in AEW or New Japan, when you have something good and it's just like you ruin it. I can understand it when things are not working out. Like Retribution, they tried with their group and it just wasn't working.
Retribution is different. Retribution was never good though.
It never was.
They booked this team to be the best stable on all the shows, and then just because they want Bobby to be the bad guy, we're gonna break this whole team up because we don't know how to get people to hate them because everybody like them now. So it's like
I'm saying, but there are so many heels that's out there. I hate that they always got to pick the chicken shit heel, or I mean, the Miz is true chicken shit heel, but they always gotta pick somebody who, you know, it seems like I can't take out Drew by myself, which he clearly did.
I think they messed up because it's like his championship run, he was a face. I don't care what they want to say. They built this man up that whole week or the whole 2 weeks getting championship. He was a straight up face. Everybody was cheering for him and everything when he won, but now all of a sudden we're supposed to hate him after he just like had like a great face win as champion.
Yeah, exactly. So, it don't make sense. And you know, Q, I'm gonna go back to what you said. I understand when you say it's probably not about race, something like that, because you know, this is be real. We don't like hearing people keep coming at us because we keep bringing race into it. But you know what? Everything you said is 100% right. You get frustrated at the time. Because we get something that is meaningful. Representation matters, people. All right, I don't care who you are out there. Because when you we know wrestling overall at the end of the day is a white man's game. That's the way it is. It's always been that way. But as the times have grown, when we get to see a representation of black folks or Native Americans or Asian Americans or Hispanic Americans get the group, and a lot of shit, especially back in the day, is stereotype. A lot of shit back in the day was just wrong, you know. But when we get something that is actually like, my blackness does not define this group, you know, or my race doesn't define this group. It's great to look at something like that and be cool. These guys, it was something different. These guys were sharp. I said the first thing they should have did when Bobby won the championship was they should have cut a segment or a vignette of all of them on like a cruise boat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With the champagne, celebrating that they got all the belts. And to the point where, you know, like, first of all, y'all can rent a yacht, a little small one, a little cheap one, and they can go out there on the Florida Bay. It doesn't matter because it's fucking Florida. And then you can just sit there and have them drive around in the daylight, all of them wearing white suits, just sitting there celebrating the fact that they have won all the championships. They didn't even celebrate the fact that Bobby, all he did was just walk in, and then Bobby said, nobody's ever taking this away from me. You could have did all that on a cruise ship. It shows that business is booming. It shows that, hey, this is what the business plan was, and we are all dripping in gold right now. We about the money. Everybody want to come see us. All right, we don't chase after nobody. They want to come see us. And you could have did little Vince said that you could have did little things backstage where MVP is running everything, where such as like, hey, the New Day don't just come up here and get a title shot from us. They gotta earn this. You could, and I'm like, y'all just take the titles off of them, and they got nothing to do for Mania, nothing. And I'm like, that's what bothers me to the point where it's like me, little old me, some regular grown man podcaster who just loves wrestling, is sitting there just booking an intriguing storyline who has never worked actually in the wrestling business. It's not that hard.
Nope.
It's not that hard when you give a shit. It's not that hard when you want to back something. It's not that hard. It's truly not that hard. And you can take everything away from this group, you're going to cause more of a backlash. Like they've done this before, to the point where it's just like, oh my God, it's not that hard. Y'all just want to do what y'all want to do. And he's like, look, I'm pretty much sure Vince, this was probably not originally supposed to be the plan. They probably was thinking Brock was going to come back and he didn't. They probably figure out, well, there's no way we can get Drew and Roman to do a rematch from Survivor Series. Okay. Well, we can't do Drew and Orton because everybody's fucking tired of that. So what do we do? Okay. Well, oh shit, it just so happens that we booked Lash like a fucking monster. Let's go in there. So then it happens like, oh shit, he's really over because what's going on social media? What's going on in the world? What's everybody wearing these Hurt Business shirts now? Oh snap, he's really getting over. We can't have that happen in front of a real crowd. We got to get him to hate him. And it is frustrating. To the point I was like, yo, fuck Raw. I didn't review it. And I was like, oh, man, I'll probably review to go home, but I didn't review it because it pissed me off that much. And I'm like, something that had the potential to be so great. Because now it's just like, I every time I looked at them, I see an evolution. And I just see that I look at them as wasted potential. Even if they get back, it's kind of like this. Prime just said, well, they could probably all forgive each other and get back as a group. But you know what that does? That's the Fiend after Goldberg beat him. It's gone.
I mean, yeah, it's like Braun at like every year WrestleMania. It's like they build this man up every year, and then close that time they just say, nah. No, the mystique is gone. The Fiend was a awesome character, awesome revamp for Bray Wyatt. And they killed it. Goldberg beat him at Super Showdown early last year. And all of a sudden, first of all, with a spear and a suplex, by the way. It wasn't even a jackhammer. A spear and a suplex. I'm a Goldberg fan, but that was just the dumbest move to make. You could have had the Fiend beat Goldberg, and then that would have really put some legitimacy to him. And what happened? The Fiend never got back to what the Fiend was. That's why they had to burn him and recreate something new. Because you killed it. The Hurt Business, the Cedric, Sheldon, Bobby, and MVP group will never happen again. They got to get new people now. You got to do it. You got to restart it. You got to, if they come back, if Bobby loses, MVP got to get more people in business. It got to be like Hurt Business 2.0. You may have to get like Ricochet and Keith Lee. But the Sheldon and
get a woman like Naomi.
Exactly. I agree with you. And get a woman up there. The Hurt Business 2.0 could be good, but the whole thing with Sheldon and Cedric is over. You can't recapture that again. You ruined that.